So this blueprint is going to be for generating your first 10,000 followers, views, or even your first 10K online as a beginner in 90 days in the digital realm. So if you guys are ready, go ahead and take your notes out. I prefer that you guys do pen and paper or pencil and paper. I've always learned the best that way. And contrary to popular belief, even though this is a brand development and creator course, I would recommend using pencil and paper. It will transfer from your brain to the notes, and your creativity will be stimulated much better than just typing everything in your phone and forgetting the same way that you guys do usually scrolling. So we're going to talk about that later. So you guys may be asking, 10K in 90 days for beginners, who is this course for? To be specific, this course is for anyone and everyone. This course is for anyone and everyone who wants to actually live a better life, live their dreams, or just make a better life for themselves or develop new skills. And I'll tell you why this course is for everyone. So I'm very excited to bring this to you guys as my very first educational course, but this is not my first time educating, as I've been a part of social media since as early as 2012. A little bit of recent history in my most recent background is I founded and started Aesthetic Academy, which we have trained and worked with over 500 different individuals in the fitness industry, everything from fat loss, show prep for bodybuilding, or just lifestyle and business owners and entrepreneurs of that such. But this project is especially special to me because I've been working on cultivating my different skills within social media, psychology, human interactions, networking for the past 10 years, dreaming of building this exact platform to be able to educate you guys on everything that I have learned and everything that I feel like you guys should learn. So like I said, I've been working on this project for about 10 years, and I've been dreaming of it since 2012. If any of you are familiar with FaZe Clan, back when they were really big. So if any of you are familiar with that, you will know how long ago that was. But ever since then, I've worked with the bigger platforms. I worked with Vine, Musical.ly, TikTok, Instagram, Meta, and even within YouTube. I've worked with these platforms on the back end, as well as I've created content on all of them throughout the years. All of this to say, social media at this point is second nature to me, as well as my experience in it is well over a decade. Back end, front end, content interactions, all of the above. So in today's module, we're going to set the expectations of what you should be expecting from this course, what you're going to get out of it, and what you should walk away with. But firstly, I would like to thank all of you for taking the time and trusting me with your time to be able to teach you and educate you in everything that I know. And I feel absolutely honored that you guys decided to take my course and take the time out of your day to learn the things that we're going to learn here together and be a part of this community. But let me not bore you with semantics. Let's go ahead and jump right into the expectations and what you guys should be expecting from this course. Whatever expectations you had in taking this course, we are going to absolutely blow them out of the water. Within the information, the experiences, and the talent that we have acquired and pulled together for this course is unlike anything that anybody else has put together. This is all cultivated knowledge, experience, and talent that I have cultivated over the last 10 years, as well as my fellow partners who have helped us develop the course, develop the different quizzes and education behind it. Now, I would like to preface this course with this is not going to be an easy A for you. There will be hard work, there will be days that you work more than others, and the thing about what we're going to do here with the 10K 90-day course is not only are you going to be doing this for 90 days, but you're going to love it so much, you're going to continue to do it after that. But with that being said, when it comes to social media and content creation, it's not that you have to post every day, but you do have to be cognizant that this is a 365 days a year process. So in other words, this is a lifestyle. This is not just something, this is not a little knick-knack, this is not a little hobby that you can do. If you want to be serious about generating $10,000, 10,000 views, acquiring sponsorships, affiliates, building an online presence or a brand, you need to take this very seriously, and that is why we've put together everything to give you the best chance of success in your 90 days. So the very first point that I want to go over is setting your expectations. Now, the 365 days might sound a little bit harsh, but at the end of the day, even on Christmas, even on the holidays, my birthday, generally when it comes to content creation or brand development, which is what I would like to call this, is I am taking breaks. I usually schedule all of my posts. I create my content beforehand. I batch make my content so that on the special days or on the weekends, whenever I want to enjoy family, friends, or things of that such, and actually be a human, I have the ability to do that. Within this course, we're going to be showing you everything from how to create those systems, how to schedule your calendar, how to schedule content effectively, all of the nitty-gritty details that you might not know as of right now, which I'm assuming, as this course is for beginners, that is what you are looking to do. Second point we're going to go over in this course is doing something that you do not love to do. Now, something that one of my favorite high school teachers, who's no longer a teacher, and I'm glad that he's not, but he told me, find something that you love to do and that you can do every single day of your life and never get tired of. This is something that I constantly say to people on repeat, and most people say, there's no way, not everything makes money, you can't make money doing everything. That is simply not true. I promise you, you're not reinventing the wheel when it comes to making money, especially in the digital age, considering that it's only been around for about 20 years. You're not doing anything new when it comes to generating wealth and money online. But I will say, when it does come to generating wealth, the only thing you should be concerned with when it comes to making money online, you need to feed consumption, solve a problem, offer a service, offer help, offer insight. It is very simple to be able to do these things if you look in the right places and you approach your opportunity with the correct fashion and the correct perspective. All of that to say, you can do what you're passionate about and make a living doing it. But I will also preface this with one thing that I learned in my personal experience going into the fitness industry. When I was younger, I used to play video games, like I said before. I worked with FaZe Clan with editing their videos, doing trick shots and things of that such. To preface this, I always wanted to do bodybuilding, get a bigger build, get a bigger body, add some muscle. That was always a goal of mine. And one thing I will say is, if you do generate money doing something that you are heavily passionate about, it will start to feel like a job it will feel like a job if you don't do it correctly. And you don't want to make money doing the things that you love. As for me, fitness was really what I was passionate about. It really started to feel like a job when I knew I had to post every day. I knew I had to do stuff for certain affiliates. I knew that I had to go to certain events and show up. So definitely find something that you love to do. I know there's more than one thing that you love to do. Everybody loves to eat. Everybody has hobbies that they love. So pick one and go with that avenue. But keep in mind that generating wealth from something that you love to do isn't always the best path. In this case, developing your brand around you, this is the smartest option to cultivate brand awareness as well as garner as much attention as possible. Because as we all know, the Tates have said before, wealth and oil are very closely associated, but the new oil is attention. So if you can garner attention in the new digital age, this is going to be your key to wealth. Point 3 that we're going to go over within this course is what to do as a beginner. Where do you start? How do you set up your account? Who should you be reaching out to? When should you start reaching out to companies? Do you even want to work with companies? Do you have to do that? What systems to use? What tools should you use as a content creator? Do you need a camera? Do you not? We're going to go over all of these different questions that you may have as a beginner in full detail to make sure that you have all the tools necessary to be as successful as possible with as little stress as possible. One thing I will say is, when it does come to stress does not come from working hard. Stress comes from not doing the things that you know that you need to do. When it comes to stress, people always say that working hard stresses them out or going to work makes them stressed. That is not the case. Going to a job that you hate makes you stressed. Going to a place that you know people or you don't like you or that you don't like them will stress you out. Doing things that you subconsciously know you don't want to do or that you know you should do is what's truly going to stress you out, not working hard. Nobody who is working hard and has task management in their calendars booked is stressed out. They might be tired at the end of the day, but I promise you we are not stressed out. So, point 4 that I want to go over. Evaluating your opportunity. When it comes to evaluating your opportunity at a fundamental level, what I mean by this, especially in my 10K 90-day course, is that we are looking for the opportunity that suits your skill set that also has the highest chance for velocity. And what I mean by velocity is virality. Now, I will say that virality is a very dangerous thing in my experience. I've grown over 500,000 followers in the last 2 years, and I have garnered over 900 million views in the last 2 years as well. That is just from my personal brand in fitness. And I've since then switched and kind of changed gears with my lifestyle content. I had recently had a knee and a shoulder injury that put me out of the gym, but it has always been my goal to be able to pivot and go in and out of a niche. Nobody wants to do the same thing for 10 years, and I don't think that you do either. That goes for a job, and that goes for creating content as well. When it does come to virality, like I said before, this is a dangerous thing. If you do not cultivate the audience that you are currently building properly, you will lose all attention. And what I mean by this is getting hundreds of thousands of views is great. Posting viral content is great. But you need to have 3 subsections of content in order to develop and cultivate the proper brand that you can actually monetize if you want to make money. Maybe you guys are just here because you wanted to always have an account for 10,000 followers and get consistent views. If so, you're going to learn this way. But if you are looking to monetize your content, I would pay attention. The 3 types of content that I'm talking about. You need to have virality, which I consider to be velocity content. You need to have cultivating content. This is trustworthy posts, you providing education, you providing your opinion, you connecting with your audience that you have recently very quickly grown. You need to pay attention to this. And the third would be transitional or converting content. And when it comes to this, you have the virality to build your big audience. You have the cultivating content to make a relationship with them, build trust, get to know your fan base a little bit, get to know the people that follow and support your content. After all, without them and without you guys, we would have nothing as creators. All that to say, lastly, we have converting content, and this is where you want to branch out to longer form platforms. You can absolutely grow a page on YouTube, and we'll talk about this in a later episode, but I wouldn't recommend starting with long form content if you want the virality aspect of it. But all that to say, I would recommend creating long form content while you are creating short form content. Long form content is a completely different beast. When it comes to YouTube, it is the hardest platform to break into. It has been around the longest. It is the highest paying and is the most successful content distribution and consumption platform on the internet to date, beating Netflix, Disney Plus, Hulu, and all of the other platforms. In fact, YouTube currently has YouTube TV, which creators are starting to make 30, 40, 50-minute long videos because they're being paid to, and people are watching more YouTube than ever. All of that to say, we want to be able to create the virality, build your audience. Cultivation, build a relationship with your audience. And the converting, to be able to move your audience from any platform, build email lists, and be able to take your audience anywhere. If you get banned off of an account, if you get hacked, if you lose your account, or maybe the algorithms aren't treating you that well, you need to be able to have your audience cult-like, and you need to be able to take care of them and make sure that they trust you to the point that you can bring them to any platform and perform well on any platform. You don't start from ground zero. So this is also very important. The 5th point that I would really like you to ask yourself, and I would write this down now, is evaluate, why are you doing this? Why did you click on my course? Why did you want to gain 10,000 followers or 10,000 views? What caught your attention, and why do you want to do this? Why do you want to create content? Why do you want to build a brand? This is a question that I would ask yourself. This is a question that I always ask my clients when working with them, because when it does come to content creation, yes, if you just want to get a couple thousand followers, if you just want to build a brand to make money, it is possible to do. But something that I want you all to know about content creation and being a successful creator, you need to love what you do, but you also need to love working. If you do not love working and if you don't like to work hard, I'm sorry, but this isn't the industry for you, and this probably isn't the course for you. But if you're willing to put in the work, and if you really want to make something of yourself 10 years down the line, and if you're willing to make this a lifestyle and dedicate yourself to becoming better, developing yourself, I would highly recommend listening in. So you guys may be asking, 10K in 90 days for beginners, who is this course for? To be specific, this course is for anyone and everyone. This course is for anyone and everyone who wants to actually live a better life, live their dreams, or just make a better life for themselves or develop new skills. And I'll tell you why this course is for everyone. Content creation maybe isn't for everybody. Maybe if you're 80 years old and you didn't grow up with a phone, maybe content creation isn't for you. But it absolutely is out there, and there are multiple cases of older or even younger generation, anybody from 10 to 80 years old, man, is out here creating content. If you have a phone and you have a passion and you want to do something on the internet, you can create content. It's just a matter of learning the skills, the habits, and the algorithms to properly make content. So let me tell you why I think, or actually know, that content creation is for everybody. When it comes to content creation, something you guys really need to understand is being a full-time content creator and creating content for longer than 365 days is not easy by a long shot, especially considering the ever-evolving landscape that is the internet, constant algorithm changes, constant new products, new softwares, new influencers. There is constant change on the internet. Now, if you've never created content before, you might not be aware of this. But when it comes to creating content, you are forced to continually learn. You're forced to continually educate yourself. You have to keep up with patterns. You have to upkeep your health. You have to upkeep your energy. It forces you to build schedules and systems. Creating content forces you to continue to better yourself if you want to keep up with the competition. This is why I firmly believe that anybody can and should create content. I'm a very big believer in this, and something that I tell all of my friends and everybody that I believe in is that your life is a movie. You dictate how your movie goes. And as a content creator, you get to make movies every day. I mean, you can pick up the camera, you can be sitting in the car, you could hear your favorite song, and you could imagine the different shots that you want. You can imagine the angles, the colors, the feeling that you want. I know that when you guys watch movies, if you watch action movies, I'm sure that throughout the different parts of the movie, you feel a different way. It ramps up your heart, or if there's a moment that somebody dies, or if whatever the case may be, movies make you feel a certain way, and your life is literally no different from a movie. You just have to make it a movie. For most of you, I'm sure that you wouldn't want to watch a movie of somebody sitting in their room playing the latest shitty Call of Duty game, vaping, and jerking off in your room. I doubt that any of you want to watch that movie. So, let me be clear. When I say that your life is a movie, as a content creator, this is 10x. You get to pick up the camera, you get to learn the skills, you get to set the scene, the lighting, the color, you get to choose the location. All of this comes into play with creating your own movie, and this is why I think it is absolutely crucial that everybody become a content creator. I'm not saying that you guys need to become the most popular content creator and have millions of followers and the best sponsors or affiliates or whatever. I've worked with every single supplement brand in the fitness industry up until 2023. And before that, I did gaming, I did YouTube, I worked with esports, I worked with Razer, I worked with all these different companies. Now, throughout the years, it was always my biggest aspiration to work with these big companies and get with Gymshark and get on all these cool pages. I've done all of it. I've been with these companies. I've had my fair share. Not to say that you guys shouldn't go for that. It is a very exciting opportunity to have, especially the connections and the people that you meet. I would absolutely still go for it. But when it comes to creating your movie, don't get carried away in other people's dreams and feeding other people's businesses. You need to focus on continually developing yourself, self-education, and painting your movie the way that you want. At this point of my journey, I've done it all. I'm with my favorite company as of right now, and I'm sticking with them because everything is science-based. I trust them, and I have a personal relationship with them. All to say, I am just documenting my life at this point. I've had the views, I've had the attention, I've had the sponsors, I've had all of it. I'm only keeping 2. I love what I do, and now I get to continually develop and make my movie better and better every single day. Point 6 I would like to go over. Everybody says that content creation is hard, and it's really not that hard. It doesn't matter what kind of phone you have. It doesn't matter what kind of computer you have. In today's digital age, there's really no excuse for you at this point. There are so many different ways that you can make content to either generate wealth or make your own content. So, to give you an example, I know a couple of people from South Africa and India. Obviously, over there, the income isn't that great, but I do know a few of them who have continually gone to the gym, made lifestyle content, documented their life, and they've managed to inspire thousands and thousands of people with the help of the internet. 100 years ago, this was not possible. You had to work a job, you had to go to school, you had to do the regular schmegular routine that everybody else does. But with the opportunity of the internet, and obviously since you are here watching this course, especially about 20-30 minutes in, you are still interested in how can you make a living online and get your first 10,000 followers, views, dollars, whatever the case may be. There's no excuse with all the AI tools. You can do content arbitrage. And what I mean by this is YouTube has rolled out an entire system. You can generate a voice from AI. You can duplicate your voice with AI without a quality microphone. You can fix your microphone audio with AI. You can generate your face with AI. You can touch up your face with AI. You can alter your body with AI. You can create full videos with AI. You can create backgrounds with AI. There is nothing that you cannot do with content for free. So you really have no excuse, and if you're not about it, that's really just you being lazy at this point. All that to say, maybe you don't have a good enough camera. Maybe your mic isn't good enough. If you want to generate the money to be able to acquire these things, do content arbitrage. It is as simple as creating a TikTok account. This is still legal in a plethora of countries. You can do content arbitrage. Literally, as easy as this is, and there's a lot of controversy around doing this, but people are making tens of thousands of dollars a month doing this. You can literally take a clip from your favorite podcaster, Andrew Huberman, Andrew Tate, whoever the case may be. Take a clip from them, add some gaming footage at the bottom of it, post it on TikTok, build a small TikTok account providing information and entertainment. You literally can bank tens of thousands of dollars from this. And then at that point, you can go get a camera, you can get a new phone, you can move to a better area, you can do whatever you need to do. But there truly is no excuse for creating content if you actually want to create content and build a brand yourself. Now, we've discussed creating content, but why is it necessary? You can generate your first $10,000 online without showing your face, or you can do it without content. And we're also going to go over that in this course if you do want to be faceless, because for the longest, about 5 years, I did want to be a faceless YouTube gaming channel. That was always my dream, but even now, using different alias names and things that I do to retain my privacy and the privacy of my life, family, and friends. You can still live a private life on social media, but depending on the route that you want to go, there are multiple avenues that we can take, and we do discuss faceless versus face on the platform later in the course. But why is content necessary? Content is necessary because, like I said before, attention is the new oil, and if you can garner attention, you are set for life. It doesn't matter if you're marketing a product. It doesn't matter if you are doing affiliate work. It doesn't matter if you're selling your own product, programs, fitness programs, whatever the case may be. If you can garner attention, you will be wealthy. And if you think about it, everything that I do is based around the psychology of what humans do, where they are, and what they do. One of my buddies called me the other day telling me about how he got his screen time from 16 hours a day down to 4. And this is the average individual. And if you look at the EULA agreement, whenever you sign up with your phone, specifically iPhone, I don't know about Samsung, they very specifically report how many hours people are on their phone. They ask for your screen time, and they report and record that data. Now, the average screen time for Americans is 12 hours a day. So, to keep this in perspective as to why content creation is absolutely necessary, considering that people are on their phone for more than half of their waking day, that is where people are consuming content. They're not on the TV. They're not seeing ads. They're on social media consuming content. And this is why creating content and getting in front of these millions and millions and millions of people is absolutely necessary. Point 8 that I would like to go over. Staying organized is absolutely crucial as a content creator, considering how much content that you actually have to produce. So, within the course, we're going to teach you what to use, what tools to use, how to plan your calendar, how to stay organized, how to batch make content. If you don't know what batch making content is, instead of doing what I used to do and filming something different every day or making a new video every morning, we're going to show you how to batch make 7 to 14 pieces of content. So in one day, you're going to work very hard. It's going to be a little bit of a grind, but take 1 day or 2 days out of your week. If you want to split it up, create 14 pieces of content for the next 2 weeks. And after that, you can schedule these posts and just reply to your comments, your DMs, be engaging, and do the cultivation posts like we talked about before. But we're going to show you how to stay organized, how to create content consistently, how to consistently be on the platform, how to watch algorithms, and realistically just how to be organized as a content creator. Point 9, this will be interesting for a lot of you. We're going to talk about in this course why it is important to take care of your body and how this is going to affect content creation. And I will say, if you do not take care of your health and if you do not take care of your mind, this is not going to be a very successful journey for you as a content creator. We are going to talk about the pitfalls throughout the course of what you should avoid, and this is one of them: poor health. When it comes to poor health, as a fitness trainer, an online influencer, whatever you want to call me, I have been in the fitness industry for 4 years, and I have been fascinated with fitness and psychology and biology for over 8 years. When it comes to fitness and health, this plays an extremely big part in simple things like your energy levels, your face, how your face and your skin looks, your appearance. But far past the superficial outlook on why you should take care of your health and body, taking care of your fitness and health affects the way that people treat you. It affects the way that your neuroscience works. It affects your cognizance. It affects your focus. It affects your energy level. So we're going to talk about why at least taking care of your health. I'm not saying you guys have to go to the gym for 6 hours a day, but what I am going to say is that we're going to help you adjust and clean up your food a little bit, be able to go for a 10-minute walk, maybe 5-6 days a week, which is absolutely necessary in my opinion. We're going to help you guys get your body right, because to me that is absolutely important. And contrary to what anybody says, I think it is the absolute most important thing in your life. Without your body, you have nothing. And one thing I will say, people will spend money all day long on all these physical assets and all this garbage, chains and clothes and shit. But at the end of the day, without your health, if you do not invest into your health, you will be paying the price at the end of the day to fix your health. So it is absolutely crucial that you watch your health before you pay the price. But we'll talk about that later in the course. Another thing that is going to save you hours and struggle and pain in your relationships with family, friends, girlfriends, whatever the case may be. Changing the way that you look at life from a perception to a perspective. And what I mean by this, all of you are looking at everything from your perspective. I can almost guarantee that 99% of you still look at everything from only your perspective. Whether it's an argument, whether it's you see homeless people on the street, whether it's you're looking at content and you're like, oh, why is this content directed at me? Not everything is about you, I promise you that. Once you switch your perspective into a perception of life, you get to see at least 4 different angles of one piece of content. You get to see how it affects people, how the comments affect people. Why are these people in the comments so mad? It's not even about them. You get to see other people's points of view in a conversation, and maybe why your girlfriend was mad at you that one time and you didn't take the time to go into her shoes and look at that. You need to change your perception in everything in life. This will help you with everything, but specifically I'm saying this about content because you need to go from being a consumer to a producer of content, and that requires a huge perspective and perception shift to actually be able to do that. But like I said, this will really help you in every area of your life, just as fitness will, because if you can look at things from other people's shoes, other perspectives, if you can take a look at you outreaching to a company and you can say, instead of going to them and saying, hey, I want to work for you, I want this product for free, blah, 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 blah. What you need to do, reaching out to a company, is this is going to be a perspective / perception shift, is you're going to look at the company you want to go to and say, what do they need? What do they want from me? How can I help them? And how can I have an even exchange or an even more beneficial exchange? What can I give them that they're going to want in order to hire me or work with me? If you're just sitting there saying, I have all these views, they should give me this product because I do this, that is a very selfish perspective, and that's not going to take you anywhere in the industry. I promise you that. But if you can step out of your perspective and take the time to understand these things throughout your life, I promise you're going to live a better life. Point 11 that I would like to go over is how to build a powerful and supportive network, even as an introvert. I started off as an introvert, like I said, gaming before. I wanted a faceless channel. I didn't want to be known. I was kind of scrawny, wasn't very confident in my appearance, whatever the case may be. But even as an introvert, introverts actually make the best leaders as well as they make the best alpha males, if you want to ask me. But this is also psychologically proven. When it comes to introverts, they are more observant. They are more conservative. They actually take the time to observe things, notice people, build relationships, notice certain details about people that other people wouldn't, because everybody else wants to sit there and run their mouth and talk about themselves and the games and football and all this BS that nobody actually cares about. Introverts generally make the best leaders as well as the best entrepreneurs. all this alone time that you're dedicating to yourself and your business is going to pay dividends. Being able to notice people and ask the right questions and stay quiet when they're talking is going to pay in the end. Being able to be alone and work on yourself is going to pay in the end. All of these different attributes of an introvert will play collectively and compound into being a great networker, but also a great content creator. That is another thing that we do talk about in this course, is how to build a powerful and trustworthy network, whether it's a couple of friends or whether you have a large network of people that you can call on around the world, such as I have built. Doesn't matter if you're an introvert or an extrovert, we're going to show you how to do it in the course. So I'm not going to bore you guys to death going over the itinerary for this course, but I do hope that you guys took some notes and are excited for what is to come. If any of these points sounded interesting to you, or if any of these skills and developing these skills sounds interesting to you, I cannot wait to see you guys in the next module. But until then, let me know if you guys have any questions, if you're looking to see anything within the course, or if there's anything that you guys want to comment or that I could do better for you guys in delivering information. Please do let me know below or in the community section. I would be more than happy to offer that. Oh, and don't let me forget, after the 3rd episode of this course is released, we are going to be doing live Q&A within our community every 2 weeks, so that any questions that you guys have on the quizzes and documents that we release to you guys, we're going to make everything as easy as possible, answer your questions, and really help walk you and hold your hand through this entire process. Now, please excuse, we are using a temporary platform as we are building out an educational platform to continue educating you guys, make it more interactive, but until December 31st of 2024, this is going to be completely free. All the assets will be free, the quizzes, the guidance, the Q&As. So please take advantage of this. Send this to a friend that you think might benefit or that you want to do this with. You guys are more than welcome to hop on the calls together. But until then, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next module.